What's going on, y'all? CorporateLike Entertainment, the Feel podcast.
What's going on, y'all? This Manny.
This Manny, All Profit Entertainment. We got albums dropping soon. Just keep checking out, bruh. Fendi video is shooting today. We doing a show next Sunday for Open Up for Moneybag Yo. Just keep checking out for us. Yes, sir.
All right, listen, we got special guests in the building.
What's up? Roc Dawg in the building.
Hey, y'all. Man dropped a phenomenal project last month.
Been about 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Man, listen. Probably one of the best albums I heard this year. No bias, no Cleveland bias, none of that shit. Like, it has everything. So, we're about to get right into the review with him. So, I heard, so this is part 2 to the first one, right? Roc Dawgin 2?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the process between part 1 and part 2? Well, how was that process like?
Part 1 came out like 10 years ago. I was like 22, 23 when that came out. And then I dropped a mixtape called Wavy, and I dropped videos and freestyles all in between there. This is really just a reboot for my whole, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing, my whole deal.
Okay. What made you, why was there such a long wait between part 1 and part 2?
Life shit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Personal life shit, you know.
Okay.
Had to get things together.
Nah, that's real, that's real. I ain't listened to part 1. Is it on DSPs or no?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube? Okay,
yeah, it's
okay.
just a mixtape.
Yeah, I'll try to look for it.
Yeah, this is my first official project, like on all streaming platforms, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
The other ones were just mixtapes.
Okay. That's cool. So what's the difference between the two? You will say between Roc Dawgin 1 and Roc Dawgin 2?
The difference?
Yeah.
Way more evolved, you know, as an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot better. A lot more updated. You know what I mean? Upgraded.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I know back in the day, I'm trying to think of that era, man. I can't think of that era.
2012, 13.
It was before then. I heard your name floating around the scene for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can't think what fucking era it was, but I'm like, I couldn't put a face to the name at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I know the name. I do know the name, and it's like a Cleveland owned name. So I will say that. I'm just trying to think of that fucking era, man.
Shit, it's been a decade, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a whole decade.
Yeah.
So
What made you want to get back into music?
I was always on it. I ain't never want to stop. You know what I mean? Just had to take a break. Your mental ain't there. You can't make that shit the way you want it. You know what I mean?
No, that's real. That's real. I understand that, because your mind ain't right. You can't make the music you want to make.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to make this album, Roc Dawgin 2?
Between the process of writing and then being able to, you know, schedule studio and do all that, probably about 4 months. But that's only because, you know, there's time in between. You gotta get your engineer, and you know, Wave produced the whole album for me.
Shout out Wave, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear some of them. I can hear some of that production.
Yeah, too, man. So you know, he set me up. He got me right.
I heard you shout out Tino on the album.
Yeah, Tino's my man, bro. The whole reason I met Wave was through Tino.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Tino.
Yeah, shout out to Tino Black.
Great engineer.
Artist, everything. Genius.
Yeah, just overall producer.
A young guru of our Cleveland type shit. I heard that name a lot too.
Yeah, and I've been cool with Tino for close to 8 years, almost a decade.
I tell any artist, like, if you gotta do a studio session, bring him in. Like his pointers, he help you out, he walk you through shit. Some artists may struggle with certain things. He give very, very great input.
I recorded it with my original engineer that I recorded, started with, my dude Chino.
Okay.
Shout out to Chino G13.
Alright, so I noticed you got 7 songs on here.
Yes, sir.
How many songs did you make in the process? Like, did you just narrow it down to 7, or that's how the structure
the way I do it,
you wanted it to be?
The way I do it, I'll write and write and write, you know what I mean? And then organize the songs together. Like, I have 2 in the chamber, dog. I got 2 projects. I got 2 projects ready already, you know what I mean? But I got to take the process slow, because this project just came out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Trying to get the numbers up before I give them up.
Yeah.
Got to drop the visuals. You know what I mean?
Definitely need to do
Mhm.
that. Yeah. I like who was your inspirations as far as like what made you want to become an artist, and like who would you say your sound is kind of, I don't know, you may not sound like somebody, but who would you
I
say
got like
you
3
follow?
off the top of my head already.
Yeah,
Go ahead. All right, I got
the
the sound. Go ahead.
I mean, you know, my top 5, like Rakim,
Mm-hmm.
Sean Price, Big Pun, Big L, Jadakiss. Really, the person who inspired me to get up and write this project was R.J. Payne.
Okay.
You ever listen to R.J. Payne?
Yeah, Philly.
What?
Philly
Yeah, it was
artist.
RJ Payne?
Bro,
Aw,
bro, it's
man.
disgusting, bro. That's the
He a Philly
crazy.
boy.
That's the craziest shit I ever heard, and I heard that, and I'm like, yep, it's time to get in my notebook.
Mm.
And so, you know, that's what I did. Even at work, you know what I'm saying? They got these little sticky papers and shit. I was sitting there writing that whole album, like out on notes,
No, that's real.
and then filling it out. You know what I mean?
No, that's real. When I first heard RJ Payne, I'm like, this is different.
You feel
'Cause
it,
I like lyrics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'm hitting.
Yeah.
you hit now, yeah, I like lyrics. I'm like, this nigga different, but
Dude don't slip, don't miss a beat.
nah,
you
not
know
at
what I
all.
mean?
Very consistent. You got a lot of co-signs from Eminem,
Mhm.
Ice-T.
Mhm.
Might be missing somebody. He was with Griselda for a hot second.
Yeah, he was with BSF for a second.
For a hot second, and you know what label contract.
Yeah.
But
And Conway and Benny up there too.
Okay.
Sick.
you missed somebody. I thought you were gonna say Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, yeah.
Can I hear that all? The album reminds me of like early Wu-Tang and Juvenile Hill, Infamous Mobb Deep sound. That's what it brings me to with a twist of Griselda.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
the album reminds me of. I'm like, ooh, I like this eerie, you know what I'm saying, dark shit. Like this shit hard with
You
the
know,
lyrics too.
I just put I put it out, dog. You know, whatever comes, I put it out. I mean, however people wanna, you know, whatever songs they like. Like everybody got something different that they like on the project.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I switched up the sounds, but I only gave them 7 songs.
Yeah, I like Hellbound. That was my.
Hellbound, what's your favorite?
Hellhound.
Hellhound.
What's your favorite, man?
Yeah, I like
I say Spectacular.
Yeah.
That
I
Brawley
think-
choke, man. It's
Yeah.
I think,
crazy.
Broly Chuck.
Broly choke, that shit is crazy. I'm sorry, that's my shit.
I think the Spectacular song, you pretty much, displaying your rapping ability. So, as my introduction to your music, I haven't heard any of your music. Just to hear that kind of song, it lets me know, like, okay, this guy is like, he's serious.
This
He
this
takes
what
it.
is.
He takes
Yeah.
it serious with rapping.
Yeah, dog.
We don't hear newer artists rapping. It's
Yeah, that's a
always
good point.
Yeah, so
And we
I
gotta keep that
appreciate
shit
that.
alive,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know? Gotta keep it alive.
You got to, man, because before the album came out, you was posting little snippets. The Brawley choke. And I said, oh shit. And he said the Slick Rick one-eye line. That shit was crazy. I'm like, that shit was wild. You said on Legendary God Flow, spit Jadakiss style 16 splits. That shit was crazy. That wordplay was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was nuts.
That's how I get my rocks off, dog. I swear, I be sitting there like, yeah, I hyped my own self up.
No,
Like,
that's
ain't
real.
nobody fucking with me, bruh.
No, that's real. That's how you supposed to
sure.
be, man.
Yeah.
Cause you don't get that, like they say, you don't get that type of rapping right now out of up and coming people or like people that haven't dropped in a long time. You don't get that no more.
Yeah, you hear.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, when you hear a new me, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I mean, we're gonna hear the
kinda
trap,
same
the trap rapping,
concept or something.
I was never able to
sliding
fall
on
into
ops
it,
and
though.
all that shit.
Yeah.
But you talk about like life events, and then also you displaying your lyrical ability. So I always like a introduction when I'm hearing somebody. Could they spit
For the first time, too.
for the first time. So
First impression makes everything, you know what I mean?
Lasting impression.
You probably ain't gonna go back and listen to that dude if he ain't dropping it off top. If he ain't, amazing you off top, why you gonna go back?
No, that's real.
That's why you gotta put out your best every trip.
yeah.
Just keep working, man. Like I really enjoy the project. I'm not a bar for bar type of like I like, you know what I'm saying. But it's a really good project though.
Appreciate it.
Really.
Hey, I was worried too. Like, is Maine? I don't think Maine gonna like this.
No,
I was gonna wait. Like, is he gonna like this or what?
I'm listening. Like, oh, here go this Griselda shit.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. But no, I enjoyed it. Though. It's a great project, especially coming from the city because it is a different sound.
Yeah.
I'm very in tune to the sound of our city because I'm in tune with a lot of artists. I know a lot of people. It's a very different sound than what you normally hear from artists in the city.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
that's a good thing though. You standing out alone.
You gotta stand out.
That's perfect.
You got to, dog.
So how, with that being said, what Maine just said about the Cleveland scene and the different sound, how will you be able to stand out, and how do you feel about the Cleveland scene? I know I hit you with 2 questions, but how do you feel about the Cleveland scene with your sound?
I feel like if you focused on the local scene, you ain't seeing the bigger picture. You know what I mean? They can accept it if they want to. If they like it, then they like it. But we got the internet now. I'm trying to reach everywhere the fuck else.
No, that's real.
Europe, Asia, India, wherever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they like hip hop over there more than they do over here.
No, that's real.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah, you will be surprised.
They ain't being
Especially
fed that. They ain't being
in
pumped
Asia.
and fed that mainstream shit like it is over here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
That's a good point. How has the reception been from people you know and people you don't know on the album? Good and bad. Give me both perspectives that you have heard.
I ain't had no bad.
Okay, that nigga talking shit. I like that.
Ain't
Cocky.
nobody say nothing bad, dog.
No, I
Shit,
feel
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So everything's been good.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
reviews are great. The numbers only gonna keep picking up as the year goes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit's brand new to brand new ears.
Yeah.
So you know.
That's dope. That's real dope, man. Cause I was wondering how I would compare it to the climate now. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think it needs to be talked about. It needs to be brought up more. You know what I mean? I see you be doing a lot of heavy promo. You Wave Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of promo. And I think that's necessary nowadays.
I mean, I'm gonna do this regardless. I don't care about the climate. That's not even in my mind.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
the
I'm
right
creating
approach
my
to
own
have.
shit around me.
No, that's real.
Yeah, I stay out of all that. Y'all can, debate whatever you want. You know what I mean? I ain't with
And
it.
that's the right approach to have too.
Yeah.
Also, I would say, when Phil was telling me, when we have interviews with Wave here, and he always spoke highly of you, and I enjoy
That's the
his
point he
music
has.
as well. So it's I kind of figured he got a good ear and eye for music and
Man.
stuff. So I'm like, okay, I was very interested to hearing the project when he had brought it to my attention. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised.
Shit, I was happy to link with him and get this shit cracking, dog. You know what I mean? Dropped the project under Wave Runner, did the splits, and try to bring attention to both of us and our brands. You know what I mean? And that nose job flow is gonna be crazy.
Was it September 16th?
I'm not sure, September something, but
Okay.
I done heard it
Okay.
all right.
Wait, you supposed to been sending me the files a month ago, nigga. Let me listen to the shit now. You always give me a sneak preview.
Wave
now.
ready, dog. Wave running up.
So how do y'all link up being with Wave? How y'all two link up?
He was working with Tino for a minute, and I ended up linking with Tino one day because we had been, we've been in cahoots forever.
Yeah.
And then I ended up meeting Wave, and he was doing a song in the studio, and I had bars with me, and I jumped on it. That Max Be Free.
Oh yeah.
That was it. That was the first time I met him.
That was what, a year and a half ago?
Something like that.
Cause he was up here talking. Remember
Yeah,
he was
he
up here
been
talking
talking
about
about
that.
you. He been
Yeah,
talking
that's
about you
right.
for a
Yeah.
while.
I'm like, who's this new nigga? That's right. I'm putting this all coming.
And I
out.
ain't even new. I'm just new to motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, dog.
Speaking of your music though, are you looking forward to doing any trying to do shows or concert, anything coming up or
Right now I'm
working on
focused.
anything?
Right now I'm focused on getting the content out there
Okay.
and building the fan base around the content. And then when they start talking about some money, that's when I'll come out and do my thing. You know what I mean? And I got my LLC, Realistic Work LLC, which Realistic Work was the movement I started years back, but now it's
Official.
it's official.
Yeah.
So You know, going to start a bunch of DBAs under that, my own printing service, so I can print my own merchandise, print other people's merchandise, do hard copies. I'm gonna try to get all the way in that shit, though. Every single aspect that there can be. 3D figures with a 3D printer.
Just crank out just crank out a lot of visual work. That's really the key. Put a face to the sound
and I'm working. I've been putting money. To Henny Honky. Y'all know who Henny Honky is? Yeah. I knew Henny Honky since I was like 5 years old. Okay. That was my next door neighbor. So he shot my first videos for the Raw Dawgin mixtape. If you look on his channel, Roc Dawg Omega is the first video on his channel.
Oh, okay. That's crazy how I feel like the Cleveland scene is so rich. I know Henny Honky through Moan. You know who the Moan? Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like the connections with everybody is. I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think that needs to be talked about more, man. Because it's not.
It needs to be cultivated more.
Absolutely, yeah.
We have a whole economy right here, a whole fan base and system here that we need to cultivate. We just need to work together to do so.
Yeah.
There's got to be more collabs. There's got to be more visuals. People got to show up for each other. You know what I mean? That's the way you build the city up. Why you think Atlanta's so successful right now? Because them boys was working together for years. Thug, Baby, 2 Chainz, like everybody was working together. Migos, R.I.P. to Takeoff. So yeah.
What do you think it will take for everyone in Cleveland to work together and get there? What do you think it'll take? Like, I kind of be logical. I just don't see it happening in the city, unfortunately.
It have its moments.
I mean, not seeing it is what holds it back. We all got to be able to envision it together. That's the only way it's going to manifest.
Okay, you are big on manifesting.
And then, like with some of the artists that are working together, they just need more support. That's all. Like some of them are coming together. A lot of artists are coming together. It's just the support in the city. That's pretty much what
everybody be making different sounds. You know what I mean? You got motherfuckers doing trap, drill, R&B. We all need to put that shit to the side and find ways to be able to collaborate with each other that, you know, is good for both of our brands. That's good for everybody. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And if not doing collabs and shit like that, showing up, being in videos, you know what I mean, shouting each other out.
Yeah, just showing that type of support.
Right.
Yeah. I just wish it can get together. I just see so much undercut snake shit. Just like, man, I don't even want to deal with y'all niggas, man. Like it just be too much. Like you had that radio incident with the tickets and shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why? You know what I mean? Like this is all
how the city go.
Like this is support one another. You know what I mean? So
that's what we gotta do. You know what I mean? And back when I was younger, you know, you walk around this motherfucker thinking you the shit, you cocky, arrogant, don't want to fuck with nobody. I dissed everybody back in 2014. Anybody I seen, I was dissing. But, you know, that wasn't the way to go. You gotta have a leadership mentality. But we all have to have that. You know what I mean? Not one person is the leader. We all need to be leaders.
Do you think when you dissing everybody back then, you think that hinders yourself from...
For the moment.
For the moment.
For the moment, on the promo and marketing side, you know what I mean? Because when you in Cleveland, everybody's a rapper, and the only people that are really looking at other rappers are the other rappers. How are we building a fan base if we all looking at each other, but everybody wants to be top dog, so ain't nobody going? You know what I mean?
No, it's knowledge you're spitting. I get it. That makes sense.
It's a lot better. I would say we have like a lot of growth. Even like our radio, like the radio station.
It's better now.
They're playing more local.
I have.
So that's a good thing. It wasn't like that, I'd say 5 years ago.
It wasn't.
Nah.
So I see it getting better.
I will say, like, shout out Ryan Wolf and them. They do play a lot of the local scene, a lot.
Okay.
They do though.
Well, that's a good thing. It's a start of something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's important. What's the first visual you're gonna drop off the album?
Should I say? Should it be a surprise? Legendary God Flow.
Okay. It's the Jadakiss one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be Legendary God Flow.
That's fire.
That's got the most attention, so that's gonna be the first drop.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know the first line is this the epic, you know, the long awaited epic return of the Barbarian.
Okay,
Just,
okay.
you know, first line, let's go.
Yeah, I like that. So what's your favorite song off the album?
I like a Roc Dawg. That's
Okay.
my favorite. Yeah, a Roc Dawg.
Okay.
The Shredder.
Shredder, yeah. What's the Shredder? Yeah. That's fire. That's fire. So do you plan on, I know you just drop, and I know the climate's different. You gotta drop like every 6 months, once a year.
I'm gonna drop in another 6 months.
Another 6 months?
Yeah, let it marinate a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta marinate.
Yeah,
You want to get them numbers up. If you just put another project out there without some fan base growing behind the first one, you just putting that shit out there.
Follow the numbers, man.
Yeah.
Follow the numbers. I hate the number again.
You got to.
I know. In that aspect,
Real
yeah.
life,
Yeah, in that aspect, yeah,
Follow
that's
the
true
numbers.
though. I'm not gonna lie, man.
And you know I'm patient. I'm patient though,
That's the key to that.
because I know how it's gonna work. I done watched, you know, study the motherfuckers that I see on IG, everybody, bro, from success and mistakes. So I'm taking all the shit, sponging it up, and I'm about to, you know what I mean? Get on this, running this wave.
I like that. I like that. Well, what y'all rating the album?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
I'm giving him an 8.
Okay. Look at what I'm proud of you, man. I'm fucking proud of you, man.
But
I'm proud of you.
I look at it like I gotta look at it objectively, far as like the city. So I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
I know you say looking at it broad scope,
that's
but
how I do.
I'm looking at it as far as like internal, as far as like what I'm hearing from the city. It's like I said, it's a total different sound from what I'm hearing inside the city. So on that note alone, I have to give it, because you're not following nobody's sound. You're not sounding like nobody else. So that's why I give it such a high rating.
Yeah, I kind of agree with everything you said.
Y'all agreeing? Okay. Y'all agree. No, go ahead.
We good.
Hey man, you know.
We kicking your ass.
I like pressing their buttons. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, I'll say 7.5, 8. I always say that I wanted to hear him more, but you know, it was very, you know, straight to the point. You know, I enjoyed it. I would say, like he was saying, as far as like rapping, is completely different from what I hear from this climate. It's like everybody here tries to sound the same or try to take a formula from another.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
They do.
I don't even gotta even say that. You know that you know the answers to that already, but
They
I
can't
definitely
replicate me, dog. They can't do what I do.
Yeah, so I mean, like Phil was saying, all those inspirations, I can't hear all of them wrapped in one.
Yeah.
I always like the fact that you can hear the inspirations, but you don't sound, you know, like those inspirations. You
That's
actually,
a good point.
you actually fitting, you actually like,
In my own box.
yeah, you putting your own sound to it. So that is that's a talented thing to do.
Thank you.
Because you hear a lot of inspirations and they sound like a diet version of them or something like that. But
I've
you
been
take
writing.
all of them.
I've been writing bars since I was 12, 13
Yeah,
years old.
I
dog.
mean, shit,
You know what I mean?
hearing a few of them songs, I definitely can hear, you know, you definitely work on your craft. So
I enjoy it.
Yeah. So
That's the only way you going to, you know, do it that way is if you enjoy it.
Yeah, it ain't work when you like doing it.
No, that's real. I think I've been fighting between an 8 and an 8.5. Every time I listen to it, I hear something new. So I'm gonna give it like an 8.3.
I appreciate the feedback.
I always go in between them. I'm like, damn, oh shit, I didn't know he said that. And then, you know, but like, oh shit, cause I'm technical. I like the technical aspect of rapping. But yeah, I gave the album 8.5, honestly. And my favorite songs are Broly Choke.
You know Broly off of DBZ, man?
yeah,
I do. I
choke
thought
the
it was
shit out of
Broly. I thought it was Broly. I thought it was Broly though.
No, Broly.
It's Broly. My fault, y'all.
Broly.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But Broly Choke and the Legendary Guy, those are my favorite songs. But yeah, man, keep at it. You know, you with Wade, part of you family up here, man. Wade been up here what 3, 4 fucking times,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 times.
Yeah.
But shout out your social medias and stuff.
Oh shit, you can find me on Instagram, Roc Dawg, ROCDAWG 216. Really, that's the only one you need to know.
Oh yeah, I hear that. So that's our interview for right now. But when we come back, we're gonna get into this this Montgomery River Brawl type shit. So when we come back,
Devon, get the chair.
Here we go. We're gonna talk about that. But CorporateLike, get a turn to Phil with Phil, y'all. Started back from commercial break. Real quick, Montgomery River Brawl. I'm gonna play both sides of the fence because I have an idea.
Don't straddle, motherfucker. You
I'm gonna play both sides. Cause I want to gain perspective. So I'm gonna let y'all go. What y'all think about that incident that happened Saturday? Last Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, the chickens come home to roost. Right? That's how I look at that shit. But, I mean, the guy was doing his job, man. He was, he was parked in the wrong place, and Alabama gets what they deserve. It's not 1945 no more, man. That's just how I feel.
Shout out to 1849.
Yeah. Shout out to C Murder. Hey, my boy jumped in the water. Got on the ass.
Swam across that motherfucker.
And he debunked every motherfucking stereotype. Every stereotype was debunked in that one moment, man.
He looked about as good as something.
Black people can't swim. Black people can swim.
Armstrong in that motherfucker, boy.
Yes, nigga, black people can swim.
Strokes was good.
And we stick together, goddamn. We stick together.
He looked like he should qualify for the Summer Olympics over there in Paris or whatever.
Broke self-record for sure.
Man, it don't even matter what color anybody was in that situation, for real. Y'all done jumped this man. He a security guard and shit. Y'all deserve to get fucking trampled.
Yeah,
stampeded off. Now, I can't say it's okay to hit old ladies in the head with chairs.
Yeah, that was a little too far.
He fucked that.
Yeah, he fucked her
up, nigga. I said, damn.
Hey, when shit goes down, you better be ready.
That's real.
It was the back signal for me though when he threw his hat up in the air, bro. They all popped up.
It's Hat Man.
It's comical to me though, bro. Like, you get what you deserve sometimes.
Man, that was pandemonium.
That's the moral of that.
Yeah, you just get what you deserve. You can't do that, man.
Karma's a bitch.
I think he was doing his job. They was being ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And that little first incident happened. I get that. You know, they should be punished, the white folks. No debate. My only issue I have is the second half of it, when it kind of died down, it started back up. And you know, Alabama is a racist ass state.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come back around.
And that's my point exactly. It's gonna come back around. You know, people may not press charges. The state's gonna pick that up just off GP because they were black, even though they have the right to defend themselves, but it died down. I think that's what's the issue I'm having. That some charges are gonna be brought up eventually. But again, you know, slavery history, and you know that I know people don't know this because people ain't educated. That dock was that old dock area. That was used to sell slaves back in the day. That was used to sell slaves.
I can't remember the name of the boat. It's the name of the boat. That's Harriet. Harriet Tubman on your ass. You ain't going for it.
That's the irony in that.
Exactly.
You know, that happening at that particular place.
Exactly.
I don't know, but a lot of them southern states are still very segregated.
Yeah. So and I mean, 2023, and it's still like that. So you just kind of, even though you can see who was in the wrong, the state will find some way to twist it and flip it, and you just kind of got to be careful.
The guy with the chair, they're definitely about to stroke his dad.
Oh, he got picked up, I think, yesterday.
That's almost like attempted murder. Boy, you smacked that lady with a chair dead on her head.
I think it was Thursday.
I mean, everybody gonna get what comes to him. Karma's real, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe it was good to defend the man and make a statement, but don't overstate it.
Yeah.
You know,
overstated.
Yeah, it was overstated. But
I'm with the overstatement because I mean, like, we don't know what picked it up. It could have been the strong ER. We're very in these times where you have to be careful with you. You have to be careful. It's as simple as that.
But at least we have it on video that the white people initiated jumping that security guard.
That's the whole.
That's the premise. So I hope they stick with that premise.
It has to be.
You know what I'm saying?
Incited a riot.
Man,
in that case,
you can look at them white people and tell that they was probably racist.
Yeah.
You see a middle-aged white dude from the south with a fishing hat, flip-flop, shirtless. He done had a couple bushes and he's ready to say some bullshit.
That's real.
Motherfucker had Crocs on with no shoes on. Motherfuckers was on their shit.
He got knocked out his Crocs though.
Motherfuckers up his shin, boy.
That's
Never
real.
seen no shit like that, boy.
I just hope that the other people involved won't be no charges or anything, man.
I would say, like, you know, we got powerful people in this country now, even on our side. So I think those people will be well represented.
You think we do?
I'm sure we do. Like
They probably
the
be charged though.
Yeah, but we gonna have, it would be, I guarantee someone will help the lawyer fees, or it's gonna be a hell of support. If they start a fucking what would you call it when you raise money? What they call those?
Donation?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Start a GoFundMe account for lawyer fees. We helping. Simple as that.
I hope so.
Shit.
I hope so. You know how you know how the world is. We done seen it. You know what I'm saying? We done seen what can happen.
Well, Benjamin Crump, get your ass down there.
You know, we need people like big name people that have, but see, they don't want to fuck their money up either. You know how people can get sometimes, bro.
I don't see no, because if you standing on the opposite side, then you kind of like showing your face. So why would I want to? I mean, you playing your hand. I don't want to deal business with you. If you feel like the other side is right in this situation, then you showing your hand to me. So why would I deal in business with you?
No, that's real. That's real.
Because we was doing our job.
Yeah,
In that point, he was doing his job. He wasn't trying to be rude. Like, you move your boat so we can park. You didn't want to move your boat.
Even if he was rude, it's nigga, move your fucking boat.
Yeah, so
and you know, they done it plenty of times, they said. So you just being ignorant at this point.
And if it was a white security guard, they probably would have been a little bit more friendly to him.
That's real.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all did that shit because y'all had some drinks and they pissed you off that a black man was telling you to move your boat.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah.
And you never like the words that came out. You never know what the words was. So
it was nigger this, nigger that.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, like you know how it be, man. I'm glad that they did get picked up though. The white folks, like four or five of them did. So I hope the charge is not gonna be nothing. Let's plea down to this. Nah, nigga. Inciting a riot, assault, I want all that. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that it all stick though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
People get their just desserts.
Hey, that's real. That's real.
That was just the only thing for me was the chair. When he hit the lady with the chair.
Yeah,
That's just the only thing that was too far. The other chair hitting was cool, but he fucked her up.
Like
she was
a wrestling
sitting
match.
down, boy, motherfucker. She broke her neck.
You know what I say? It was wrong, but oh well.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's what happens. But you weren't with that type of crowd. That's what happens. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That old lady
stupid games, you win stupid prizes out this motherfucker.
I love stupid prizes sometimes.
That age shit only comes in a factor for certain reasons and shit. Like, but I mean, she was old enough to the side
and talk that bullshit.
So it's like, as an older lady, you shouldn't have even been conducting yourself like that.
Should have been trying to break the shit up as an older lady. You know what I'm saying?
But you didn't.
Yeah.
You let your dude swing on dude and shit, and just decided to jump in. Yeah, everybody get what they coming to.
Yeah,
so old or not, you clearly see, you know, what type of time she was on.
Yeah. One of them owned a supermarket or something, so I heard that they on the market crazy.
Bunch of entitled people.
Yeah, who owned the boat, they own like a supermarket down there.
Oh, okay.
And they giving them, what's the Yelp and all type of bad reviews. They
So,
doxed them, what they call it. They doxed them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
He definitely about to lose business. So
that shit was ECW.
Yeah,
hey, for real though.
Yeah,
Rob Van Dam type shit. Yeah, shit was sick as fuck.
Table, ladders, and chairs match around there.
Damn.
They was not playing.
Well, shit, I just want to talk on that briefly. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get into Tory Lanez sentencing. I know everyone will have a different opinion.
Nah, I still got the same opinion.
I know you do. That's why I said we got 10 years. You get 1 year time.
Well, time served.
So
now, I mean, that ain't
you probably do about 7, 8.
7, 8.
I don't know how California law worked though, so shit. He might got
he just got convicted this year, so it was he only did like 7 months.
Yeah, so they gonna only give him that serve. He probably do 7 years.
7 years.
Maybe.
So
y'all
think he did it?
He did that shit.
No,
man.
I don't
what
think
you
so.
think?
He did that shit.
It's not something I usually think about, but I feel sorry for dude. Whatever happened,
Yeah, I do
you
too.
know what I mean? You shouldn't be getting that much time first. You shot her in the foot.
That's excessive.
Whatever
She didn't
happened,
even
the
get
bitch
shot.
got shot in the foot. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna die. It's not attempted murder. Like they gonna put him on 7 years for that. And on top of that, I heard controversial stuff.
Oh yeah,
I have
for
to.
sure.
You know what I mean? About
She didn't get shot.
not even involving her, involving him, involving his business, his brand, shit with Roc Nation, all that.
Okay.
It's a lot of
mix too.
but
I don't doubt any
I
of
feel
that
like it
industry shit, bro. Them people out to make money.
yeah.
Gonna make their money one way or the other.
I heard
Whether
the
they have to
album.
remove your ass out the picture or not.
That little album he dropped, it was like kind of independent. We had people buying it
for like $1 or something.
Yeah,
right?
so he sold so many copies that it could have something to do with that. But again,
makes you think though.
You kind of
makes you think.
Gotta be wary. You kind of put yourself in that situation, bro. You have to be careful.
I feel bad for him.
He was moving sloppy.
But then again, you always gotta. He shouldn't have been around a broad like that. She got a history of being like a very toxic person.
That's on him.
And also being a belligerent person when she's drunk. So
her big ass motherfucker.
That excited.
Wrestle that motherfucker.
I'm not.
She has a history of.
I mean, I was on his side for a minute, but after hearing the stories, hearing the 911 calls, hearing the conversation that he had where he apologized for
but he didn't apologize.
He said I didn't mean it, but
it was out of context.
Yes, that's what
it was out of context.
He didn't say I mean to shoot you in your foot, but he said I'm sorry for what I did.
The lawyer,
was it the girlfriend or what? You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, I feel like he apologized for being in his feelings and outing that situation to her friend.
That's what I'm saying. See, I mean,
so that's just
and that karma.
Context is everything. Don't nobody know,
especially in the court of law.
Yeah, don't nobody know the full truth except the people that was there.
But feel like I told you, whenever you're trying to convict somebody, don't it have to be beyond reasonable doubt?
Yeah,
it was a lot of holes in these stories. Like so, it's like. If it's any hole in the story, you gotta throw it out.
Wasn't it no gunpowder residue on his hand or something?
He had something on there.
He did?
He had something on there.
Okay, yeah. That's because he was... Alright, man.
I don't know, man.
But they didn't test the other girl for gunshot residue.
That should be a standard procedure. So that should be a standard procedure to test all parties involved for gunshot residue.
And she didn't get shot.
You can't say that. They found bullet fragments.
A fragment from it ricocheting off the ground.
Yeah, that's a shot, bruh.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a shot. That's how I mean.
I don't know, man.
We gotta protect black women.
Either way,
I like your narrative. I love my black woman girl, dark as fuck.
If that was my sister, that was my sister or something, I don't want to hear that shit. I want to die.
It's my sister and all that shit. Like you literally just ruined this man's life. And there's a lot of doubt in this case, Phil.
I disagree.
I'm playing both sides with this one again.
He brought that shit upon himself, though.
Yeah, bro. Because he was messing with a.
Okay, so look at the sloppy. That's the sloppy shit. The niggas not like niggas can't control their dick. Control your dick, bro.
That's the moral of the story.
You at a party with her and her best friend. You trying to fuck on Kylie. Y'all leave. She wanted whatever the situation was. You get in the car. You get to arguing. You call her bitch. You say bitch. That's why I fucked your bitch. That's why I fucked your best friend. I'm sorry, y'all. I know my girl. If I'm in the car,
I don't care how mad you get. Don't put your hand don't.
You can feel. No. You can say that. We can all say that, bro.
Put your hands on
but I'm just saying, if I'm
period.
I'm telling, I'm not a nigga that
get the fuck out.
I'm not a nigga that hit women, bro. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying, though, I'm just being. If I'm in the house with my girl and my friend, and she be like, that's why I fucked your best friend. I'm slapping the bitch. Sorry, excuse me.
We don't condone it, y'all.
I don't condone it, but I'm saying you can't. Basically, a passion's a crime. It's the motherfuckers lose their mind.
So you're gonna lose your life over that.
I can't say that.
So why would you slap her though? That's some emotional ass shit.
But in that point in time, you can't. Some people can't.
Then you're gonna be in jail.
They have such things as called passion to crime. If you walk in the house and somebody's fucking on you, and you shoot and kill them, you really can get off because it's called passion to crime.
I had a highly toxic relationship for a long time. All right, and
I'm slapping
that girl.
And whooping his ass.
Like Mike Tyson, dog. The girl had hands like Tyson, bro.
And to be fair, girls do initiate a lot.
I mean, she was fucking on the baby like a week before.
Like, I'm just being honest.
The day before, allegedly.
Yeah, no shit. We gonna say allegedly.
The day before.
Yeah, so she was fucking. She was fucking on the baby.
The day before.
But you know how it be.
Again,
all the respect,
look, Phil. I'm gonna try to wrap this shit up though. This is where it's bullshit to me because okay, so she left, right? Then she came back and said, "Oh, I forgot my slipper, my Gucci slippers."
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember them saying that.
And then she inciting shit.
But you know
Kylie kicked her out. And then she
kicked Tory out.
No, she kicked them all out at that point because she came back and was like, "Oh, I'm not leaving without Tory or whatever." First of all, that's not even your boyfriend.
Listen to that. He doesn't have to leave. Why you get in the car with it? Why you get in the car with it?
So listen,
you don't have
Tory,
to. You rich, bro. You can let her go. Let her go.
That's that manipulative shit.
Yeah.
I want the power. My brother.
It gotta be him. It gotta be him.
I really give a fuck about this motherfucker. I want his ass to come outside.
I hold him accountable because
lots of alcohol was involved.
I hold him accountable with saying because he the one that put himself in that position.
So I can't feel sorry for you. After 10 years, I think it's a little.
I feel bad for him just because he got all that time.
3 to 5 maybe
over some shit that we don't know the full evidence on.
I don't think it was a fair trial. Also, on top of that, I'll get a couple points. I don't think it was a fair trial. 1, 2. His dumb ass did not get on the stand. Dumbest shit ever. 2, 3. He keeps saying he's innocent, and then Meg keeps saying he shot me. So here's the different scenarios I have. Either Megan is lying, and I don't know. I'm just throwing different scenarios. Chelsea really shot Meg, and they got some money issues or tied up or whatever. Or Tory's just really denying and he really shot her. That's just what it is. You know how niggas first get in jail? Oh, I'm innocent. Then after they said, yeah, I fucked up. But you know what I'm saying? Niggas be doing that. I know niggas
fucked up from being in his feelings, exposing that shit between both of them.
I feel bad for him either way, man.
More of it that came out while he was in there, bro. It leaned more to the fact of him doing it. This is my opinion. It leaned towards like, nigga, you did that shit, bro.
It did.
It would be. I'll say it would be clear cut, like, bro, he ain't do that shit, bro. But I can't say clearly, hey, he did that shit.
I think he
did. We love all women, black, white, green, yellow. We love y'all.
You must protect women in this country, bro. I'm protecting them. I'm very protective of women in this country.
No gun should have been pulled out.
That's where you fuck right then and there. You pull the gun on a woman, whether if you shot her or not. You're wrong.
It was a witness that said he seen 2 females fighting, and but where was that? You know,
in the trial.
The trial.
All that.
So I feel like she put the Beats by Dre on fucking Kelsey, and Kelsey pulled that hammer out.
But Tory pulled the gun out.
No, Tory went over there trying to, diffuse the situation.
I don't know.
Because they said
he pulled that motherfucking gun and told that bitch to dance.
They saying that she allegedly has like prints on a magazine and all of that shit. But she went in there. This is where I feel like she did it, because she went in there and claimed full immunity or something.
She got immunity. She told the truth. She told her truth.
When they get them deals, it's a reason they got them immunity deals. It's a reason. They just don't. They gotta give you some shit that
right there told me all I needed to know when she did a full immunity.
We do protect her.
That's
that nigga fault. I don't think the time, the time don't fit the crime.
Protect people when they supposed to be protecting in a situation. No,
10 years is a lot.
Yeah, but that nigga's a bozo.
What is he charged with though? Exactly.
Recklessly discharging the firearm.
Yeah, California laws are totally different because you shouldn't be pulling a gun.
I know, nigga. You know what I'm talking.
You had no threat to shit to your life.
He didn't get like aggravated assault or nothing.
I think that shit got dropped.
It was that.
So you got 10 years for.
But that's California.
But the other party didn't, and it came back that person had gunshot residue on them and shit.
What,
like
they don't do 3 strikes anymore?
They didn't get charged for it.
I think it's still 3 strikes in Cali.
Yeah.
So that.
That's a good point.
Cali gun laws are.
Yeah, they
different from New York.
They switch it up.
Yeah, they switched them.
Yeah, they should.
Oh well.
But he should have took the deal where he could have went back to Canada.
That's the point.
That's what I would have did.
Like
what was the deal?
Like Juvie said, don't go in the courtroom trying to outsmart them motherfucking people.
Bro.
Take that 3 years.
He could have got deported, went back to Canada, and I would have put my feet up.
And who knows how they gonna handle that after that? You might get out earlier than that.
That nigga tried to fight the system. You know we ain't beating the system.
Cause he ain't do that shit.
He did it, bro.
Well,
that nigga, he guilty to me. I think
God bless Tory.
I was with his side until I heard everything. Once everything unfolded, it's shit.
All right, y'all, we gonna move on real quick.
Control your penis, black.
We want peace and love for everybody.
Yeah,
please.
We love everybody. Race,
stop
color,
shooting each other.
Need to control how they
love
drink.
each other.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
or get the fuck out the way when that person drinking.
The hoe try to leave, let her go.
You
If you doing reckless shit like that, quit drinking.
No, I stop. I won't pull up on my bitch if she drunk crazy.
Chasing the hoe down, trying to make her get in the car. Like, you tripping. If bitch get out the car on me, you gonna be walking.
Bye.
I'm not about to keep pulling up around trying to force you in the vehicle. She got out the car, you gonna stop, pull the car over, and hop out.
Here's the thing. If something happened to her, it's gonna be your fault.
Motherfuckers got toxic.
They stopped and got out the car because they was fighting.
Motherfuckers got toxic egos,
her and the other girl was fighting.
Let them go.
Toxic egos.
Let them go.
They feel that term dance, bitch. I feel like he said, damn, bitch.
Let them go. That's why you gotta pull out the skirt.
I just think it's pretty odd.
I'd have pulled off on me.
Alright, y'all. We're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about Bone real quick. They got a street name anthem yesterday.
Fire.
East 99. Were you down there?
No, I didn't go. I just got a lot of videos of it.
I didn't even know it was yesterday.
Yeah, they talked about it a lot. Yeah.
I think that's a monumental though. That's history.
That was like
street
what we
name
said
after them.
that we did last week on the show as far as hip hop moments.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one. I think that's the biggest moment in hip hop for me.
Yeah.
Coming from Cleveland, the people that you seen, it made it possible, made you believe that you can actually make it out of the city in that industry.
Yeah, like I was saying last week, I grew up in that area. You know, so my peoples, they know some a lot of them, like Mo Thugs and shit like that. So
my mama grew up in that area.
Yeah,
she went to school with them and shit too.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's just monumental in itself, and well, they should have been got that.
Yeah.
So it's like that just let me know how just
I mean, Wu-Tang got theirs last year.
Did they?
Yeah, you got
I don't know that.
So they kind of came out at around the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think they projects from.
Mayor, it's to be the mayor, city council, shit like that. That shit matters. Politics and shit.
But just to actually see that, and then they see the East 1999, just to see that, and it's actually manifested into a street name.
Bone
I think that's kind of amazing.
I
think that's amazing.
That's a lot of validity, man.
Yeah, that is.
Sign too.
One of the biggest, like the big top street that's in the city, like St. Clair is probably one of them biggest streets in the city.
If people was to talk about Cleveland, they're gonna say St. Clair just off the strength of Bone, because they talked about it so much. They gonna talk about East 99, St. Clair.
They got it on their album.
Shit, it was a tourist attraction for a minute. Like you would be surprised to see how many people that come to the city.
Studio was a tourist attraction too.
On
66.
66.
Yeah, you could go in there. You could walk through.
Oh, that's dope.
It was
you
crazy.
still like that or no?
I'm not
I
sure.
think so.
They had mirrors everywhere.
I don't think so.
That's
And
fine.
Bone stands alone as a group, as a act, as musicians. They stand alone, dog. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing to compare it to. They had their own lane, stayed in their own lane. They all still alive, still together.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bone, man.
I just appreciate that. And they still reaching back to the city. Like
definitely.
The Cleveland School of Cannabis, Crazy got a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
They was here, like all of them wasn't there for the street name because they were doing other things. So it was like 2 of y'all go here, 2 of us gonna go here. So that was really fire. To see that they were still working
like
for the city.
That put everything in a nutshell for Bone. They showing up somewhere. That's the one thing I can say. They would never fucking show up together. All together.
No, and it was crazy. Like I'm seeing now, I'm not gonna put it and say like I know for sure, but even like reading some of Busy stuff, it's like, oh shit, here we go again. He's making comments and saying like, y'all supposed to have been doing a tour together with all five. But it seemed like now you like, well, I'm going back to doing my own shit. Like, what's the problem?
I feel like he always was the outcast in the group because he's not originally from Cleveland. Like, he's from Columbus. He was coming back and forth up
He's
here.
been here since he was in
I just feel like that's
the one.
He had the animosity kind of maybe, or I think it's a mental illness too, honestly.
Yeah.
Homie a little crazy.
No, he went through a lot.
Yeah, he got
abducted.
Yeah,
he was like the first solved case of unsolved mysteries. He was very vocal about that in his debut album too. So
Busy's my most favorite member of the Bone.
That's a lot of a lot of people's favorites.
Because he has the most unique voice and flow.
Yeah,
and
just
image.
Like, let bygones be bygones, bro. Like he want to be. I guess he just want to be solo. And now like he's sitting focused. Like his sons and stuff do music too. So he took them on tour. So he probably like fuck that group shit. I'm about to worry about my kids. You can't argue about it.
He can't do that though.
But that's what because
if it wasn't for that, it wouldn't be what he has now. And whatever he want to say, me as a fan, a day one fan. You know, it's full of shit if he can't say that. Like if it wasn't for Bone, it wouldn't be a Busy Bone solo person. You know what I'm saying?
They on the festival,
and they ain't even want to do solo shit.
So they having some, you know, friction again.
I'm not gonna say that they, but it just seemed that way because he was talking all about the group at first. Now I see that they joined the festival, one of the biggest festivals. I can't think of the name of the festival, but it's supposed to be one of the biggest. And they on tour with LL. So now it's like you still see them moving with the Force tour with LL, but he's not.
Crazy in podcasts right now, he talk about it like Busy been doing that for years.
So,
he will be the one
doing his own
funny like
won't show up to shows,
won't show up to shit,
or come drunk like
So
how much accountability do you gotta have for that though? Like if you keep fucking up the money, you know what I'm saying?
Busy got his own following as well. So you know he got a big following. You know
he do.
As far as a solo shit,
his albums be dropped. They be like top 5 iTunes.
He might be the bigger artist out of all of them on the solo
side. Yeah. So that don't, like you said, but that don't excuse it because the group as one
I'm just saying, big. Just on like that type.
I mean, even the verses, like he was the one that kind of like, bro, you kind of crazy on the verses, bro. Yeah. So what's up, bro? Come on, bro, keep it together. So you can kind of tell he kind of like problematic.
I agree with what he did on that. Ain't no man about to be telling me what you told. I'm
the boy that throws some water at you.
Got me fucked up. But
especially a Cleveland nigga.
Come on, bro.
Can't take a Cleveland nigga nowhere, there.
Hey, that's real though. That's real.
We fried as shit.
You can't take Cleveland motherfuckers nowhere.
Cleveland motherfuckers fried. You ain't about to tell me to suck your.
I don't know, man. Just to see them.
That's real. That's real.
To see them
niggas lose their fucking top.
I feel good about it because I always felt like. And people say Cleveland bias. It's not Cleveland bias because they're worldwide receptive. It ain't like everybody from Cleveland like, oh, they dope as hell or these projects is dope. Like this ain't just a Cleveland thing.
They got a big Midwest.
It's not a local thing. They're worldwide.
When you look at the group,
they dominated East Coast.
Yeah, if you look at the group list,
Cali's the West Coast
love them.
They got.
You think that they from the West Coast?
They had the West Coast cosign. Motherfuckers back in the '90s thought they was from the West Coast because Easy brought them out. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so
I heard the story about the Wu-Tang shit. Bone got into that's the story I heard. They were in the club and niggas talking about something. We East Coast, fuck y'all West Coast niggas. The Bone like, nigga, we from Cleveland. We ain't even from motherfucking Cali.
RZA started that shit. Because RZA was throwing little subliminal corny shit at him and they checked him. Because he gonna say some shit like, oh yeah, if y'all wanna listen to this real hip hop and all of this shit, like, wait, who you? Because they was in the category.
Yeah, that's how it started. Like in the club, I heard Ghostface started in the club, and
I heard
Dawg stole on.
I heard ODB. ODB was starting shit with everybody.
Yeah, they had two different.
It started with RZA because they was in the interview or something. He was clearly talking about Bone.
It's jealousy, man. New York ain't like that shit.
They don't even know.
A motherfucking group from Cleveland selling 4 million records. You niggas only going gold.
But the thing is,
on that note, y'all.
No, he was trying to move on. That's why Ghostface got stolen on by Ant Dawg.
Ghostface is wild.
Ant Dawg stole on your punk ass.
Yeah, dog. Ray and Ghost spazzed on everybody. They spazzed on
Ghostface is crazy.
Yeah, that's why he got stolen on.
They was smoking that dust, bro. They was nuts.
Shit.
Ant Dawg, shout out for stealing on that nigga. For sure.
Alright, y'all, you come back and we'll talk about the 50 best New York rappers.
Let's get it.
Come on, get a time to feel
Can't take Cleveland nowhere.
That's fact. Alright, y'all. We back from commercial break. I'm getting to this list that just dropped yesterday. I think it's bullshit. 50, listen to my words now. 50 best New York rappers of all time from Complex.
I'm always interested to hear.
I'm a munch. Shout out Ice.
So Ice Spice is at 50. Bullshit.
No, I'm looking at the list. No, I disagree because MC Light.
How's she gonna be in there before?
She's not.
No, MC Light
Oh
not
my
on there.
fucking
That's
god.
crazy.
I ain't see Queen Latifah either.
That's crazy.
Oh my god. Hold on. Let me y'all talk while I go through this
So
list.
on that
Fuck this shit. Let me talk. Y'all talk. Go
Ice
ahead.
Spice shouldn't be 50. If Queen Latifah and MC Light not on
This
there,
shit,
then
I'm
she
angry
definitely
now.
shouldn't
Shit,
be
you
there.
got Roxanne, Shantae, like
Shit, I even get Salt from Salt and Pepper. Shit, they should be on there. Cause if you got
In New York?
shit, yeah, I think they is from like.
I'm
not-
might be Jersey.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm not sure though, but it seemed like they was from New York.
I ain't fucking with Soundflex on this one, bro.
They got Jim Jones in here.
Jim Jones is 45 and
Yeah.
Styles P is 46.
Yeah, give Jim Jones
What
his
the
credit.
fuck?
Jim Jones over
Come
Styles P.
on,
though.
bruh.
He over Styles P.
No, the
Come
fuck
on.
he not.
You said Jim Jones
It's
over
what we
Styles
talking
P?
about here.
Rapping.
Hell
They
no,
said New York
bruh.
rappers,
Y'all
not
gotta-
sales, not charts, none of that.
They not just talking about bars.
Stop.
Man, that's bullshit, man.
Styles,
They
Yo.
not just talking about again. Yo, we can't just keep
No.
talking about bars.
They said
bro.
rappers.
You said rapping, bro.
But it's
Rapper,
not. That's not
rapping,
their own.
bruh.
That's not their. That's not the criteria that they use. Like
Obviously
Styles P's
not.
solo success doesn't match Jim Jones's, bro. He hasn't. He's not putting out top 10 no hits. He's not.
He only got one.
You said
Oh, it's like-
I mean, he got more
you
than
saying
one.
that we
One.
ballin'.
Summer in Miami was
That
a
ain't
top.
no hit.
It's a top 100 song.
It's
not.
It charted though.
That's not a hit.
You saying we ballin' is
Summer-
better than good times?
Huh?
That's not better than good
Come
times,
on, bro.
I'm not saying what's
Hey,
better,
hold on,
bro.
hold on.
It's
MC
the number.
MC likes
bro.
38. She's on here.
Okay.
Alright.
But is Queen on there? I don't think Queen on there, bro. I kind of look.
Remy Ma on there?
No.
It's more than just your bars, bro.
Remy got locked up though, so that kind of
Y'all got to. If Ice Spice is on there, they're not just taking to account bars.
This is 33. That's bullshit.
Bullshit. He should be on the list.
What? Oh, nigga, we said, look, guys, rappers, motherfucker. Okay.
Y'all gonna make me go make a Roc Dawg list, cause this is fucked
I mean, you gotta
up.
look at even
You
what
said
they.
Latifah, I still don't see her.
Yeah, so I don't think she on there. But if you look at what they saying under the artist names, it's not just bars, guys. It's not. They
You
got
need to specify that shit.
I mean, they do. I mean, they do.
What's the
Well,
top
Queen
20,
Latifah
Top
should
20?
be in the
Yeah,
top
'cause
10.
50
I agree.
Cardi B's 25.
Definitely shouldn't be.
Pop Smoke's 27.
Yeah.
I don't care whoever's
So
past
I'm gonna go
20,
from
bro.
20. I'm gonna go from 20.
Yeah,
overall.
fuck that.
Queen Latifah should be in the top 10.
20.
20, hold on,
Top
20,
10,
hold on, 20
Success.
Slick Rick,
They have Month of
19
21.
Big Daddy Kane,
Alright.
18's Most Def,
Mm-hmm.
17's Camera, 16's Jadakiss, 15 Big Pun,
Right.
14 MF Doom,
Not bad.
13's Ghostface Killer, bullshit, Little Kim's 12,
No.
Prodigy's 11,
Definitely not.
Hell no.
10's
Top
KRS
11.
1,
He's not top 11.
Not
9's
KRS-One.
Busta Rhymes, 8 is DMX,
Alright.
hold on, y'all.
You can't argue with
7's
the top
Nicki
10.
Minaj,
Yeah, top 10.
Boo.
6 is 50 Cent,
Okay.
5 is LL Cool J,
Yeah.
Should be higher.
4 is Rakim, 3
doubt.
Nas,
No doubt.
2 Biggie, 1 Jay.
So you can't argue with the top 5. I think is really solid.
Nicki
though.
shouldn't be in no top 10 though.
I mean,
Not rapping.
It's not about just rapping.
It's about rapping in this one. That's what I
Okay,
swear it's
so
about
we
rapping.
want our own
Be-
criteria.
We talking
No,
about
because the
rapping,
way
dog.
it's set up, Rakim shouldn't be that high.
I mean, he got to look at.
Okay,
He's
what
if
you
you,
As
it's
far, I think he's
Hold
not
on.
even about lyrical
top
ability.
10. Rapping top 10.
Rakim is a
Rakim.
Top 10 rapping. Yeah.
Globally,
Listen, dog.
globally, far as culture-wise,
So then-
Rakim
then
is
50
more
Cent
than
is
just
the
lyrics.
He's the God MC.
I agree with you.
He changed the whole
Yeah, he did.
lyrical
No,
landscape.
I agree. But so 50 Cent is 6. He shouldn't be no top 6.
But
No,
that's
Rakim
no-
should be number one.
But no,
When it
Nah,
comes
I
to
got it.
rapping,
you not,
I got-
y'all ever heard
top
the
10.
18th Letter album?
I heard that
The
shit.
Master album?
The Master album, yeah.
Rakim's
after
not
that.
over LL, bro. He's not.
Yes,
What?
He's not.
LL was a mainstream.
That's
Let
the.
me make this
It's
bubblegum love rap,
We can
dog.
call it what we
But
want
he
to.
can rap though.
He's the
just switched.
motherfucking.
He just
he's
switched
the.
it up.
He's the blueprint. LL Cool J is what we see now. He's the blueprint, bruh.
That doesn't make it right though, do it?
That's
Big L
impact.
Drake is a new LL in my opinion.
That's impact though. Impactful.
He like a better.
They
version
wanted
of
to,
Will Smith.
bruh. LL was the
Drake.
Drake is
LL is the pillar.
Will,
He's
That's the
that one,
craziest
bruh.
shit I ever heard.
Will 2.0.
But Nicki definitely her spot. I think her
Nah,
spot
bruh.
is cool, bro.
I don't. Not at all.
I
Not
just-
rapping.
Nah, Rakim right where he.
Okay, we changing it then.
It look, based off, because 50 Cent is what, 7 I said? 6?
That shows you that it's not just lyrical
crazy.
ability that
It's
they take
crazy.
into account.
They just
crazy.
accomplishments.
It's accomplishments, it's album sales, it's mainstream, it's a lot of shit that's it's a lot of shit though. It's a lot.
50 top 10 though with that.
So if that's the case, Probably shouldn't be that high then, because they don't got a lot of sales.
But I think they're taking it more into account than just the sales.
But what is it to take account of? Because he's not that successful though.
Impact though.
He's not successful though.
Pun and L are both over. They both in the top 5. If it comes to
that one right there is probably like the one where it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Prodigy. He should not be that high.
I fucks with Prodigy though. But
Prodigy.
When it comes to lyrical ability, it's not really, you know, the dude has an aura about him.
Yeah. No, it's his delivery.
He wrote in the,
his delivery. All delivery and cadence. He don't even be
rhyming sometimes.
I disagree with that. He can rap.
Who?
I think he can rap good.
Who that?
Prodigy.
Hogwash.
That shit.
R.I.P. by the way. You know, rest in peace to the dead. Shit.
Main senior dog.
But you can't
shameful.
I mean, I think like Prodigy being 11 and Chuck D being so far down is bullshit.
I agree.
Prodigy's not better than Chuck. I don't think in no form. I don't even think in bars he's better than Chuck.
I want to have that conversation with nobody though.
Chuck D's far better lyrically than me and impactful.
KRS-One is 10, right?
Yeah.
I think Rakim Head and Shoulders better than KRS-One.
Oh no,
no, I disagree.
I got Rakim over KRS-One any day.
Oh yeah, Rakim for sure. Definitely.
Any day.
Definitely.
I feel like when Scotland Rock died, that kind of.
Did any of y'all listen to Sean Price often?
Yeah. I heard about him.
I like Sean Price. I put him on top nothing though. Personally,
young guy put me on. My young boy put me on.
The one I'm pretty upset about is Big Daddy Kane though.
What was he at?
Where he at 19 in New York. He is like a god MC.
For sure. Kane definitely over Prodigy for sure. Shit.
Y'all gonna call me biased? They got Prodigy over Kane. Sorry.
Hell
no.
Hell no. You tripping, bro.
I said so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know about that.
It definitely can't just be rap because I mean, they don't like they taking impact into account because Big Daddy Kane impact is far greater.
To be surprising, I don't care for Big Daddy Kane like that.
There wouldn't be a Jay-Z without Kane.
I don't care about that type of stuff.
That matters when you talking greatness.
That matters.
It does, bro. I think it does.
It's like we do the Chronic and Doggy Style. Like I have to agree with you with that. Without Chronic going to be a Doggy Style, but I feel like Doggy Style is better.
I disagree.
I always felt that way.
Yeah, but I disagree.
You know what I'm saying? But I won't argue with you because I'm like, you have a point.
I think
you know what I'm saying.
When you drop what comes after you because of you, that shit matters, bro.
The way his.
I have a thing about Doggy Style.
Him and Rakim, if it wasn't for them, these rappers wouldn't even know how to fucking rap.
Yeah.
Like their technicality is a lot of these people's raps. Like,
well, fuck the top 50 on Complex. What's your top 5?
From New York?
From New York.
Hove, LL, Rakim.
Wow, I'm shocked.
Kane. Chuck D. I just got Chuck D just because.
From New York, that's I don't know.
I'm not bar for bar. That shit don't. That lyrical miracle. That shit ain't. That's overblown for me. It's just like culturally. Like how can you argue against Chuck D being 5 best out of New York? Like he spoke against the system. He made the hits that like it wasn't radio friendly hits, and he still was going platinum off of speaking about the hood. I also like Grandmaster Flash. That message song, I don't give a fuck. That shit give me top 10. That's a top 5 hip hop song ever to me. If you do something like that,
I'll say this: if I had to pick a bunch of New York artists to be on my roster, I will be picking AZ, Jadakiss, Prodigy, Jay, Nas.
Yeah, I gotta take somebody off with Nas on there. Nas like 7th to be greatest all time period.
Oh, definitely Jizzy.
I'll probably take Chuck D off and put Nas in there, and so I move probably Chuck D to 6.
That's who I would pick to be on my roster in the LL, just for the appeal. But that's who I would pick. Now, I'll give my personal top 5. I don't think I can give you. I don't know. But I love AZ, and I feel like he's so slept on. I think it's unreal. It's very sad.
LL created the 16-bar format, man. 8-bar hook, man. That nigga's the GOAT.
Rakim and Big Daddy Kane created
technicality,
all that shit.
Yeah, the bar.
Wordplay.
Yeah, this bar.
How you deliver it.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Let me say this real quick. Cool G Rap.
I
do apologize.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry. He will be in my top 5 personal New York rappers all time.
If you want to break it down into, eras and shit, because I usually try to split up the eras. Certain shit just don't mix. But if it's that top 5 of the 80s, It's Rakim, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, and Slick Rick.
You got Slick Rick?
No L?
I don't know L, dog.
At 16,
overall,
no, L is corny to me.
That's what I always say.
He made great music.
We won't have the Def Jam without him. There is no Def Jam without him.
I mean, Def Jam would have folded if it wasn't for Redman Muddy Waters. It would have folded if it wasn't for DMX.
Can you say Redman again? Cause that is no one says that.
Reggie don't.
Without Muddy Waters, it would have failed.
He's not talking about New York.
I don't talk about New York. Fuck New Jersey.
Wouldn't be a Redman without fucking
Brick City.
Cool J, man.
That's fine, but Def Jam would have folded. No one mentions
there wouldn't be a Def Jam. They were Rush Management.
They would have folded without Muddy Waters.
You gotta understand, they were called Rush Management. They didn't become Def Jam until a 16-year-old nigga made I Need a Beat, bro.
Yeah, because he had appeal.
Yeah, shit, that's even marketability. Yeah. But he was the nigga with the gold rope front of the Lexus.
Marketability.
He had it on for real.
That nigga, he showed you how to be. He showed you how to be a rapper.
He changed the demographics when he started doing the female songs. I hated that.
Dude, that's the appeal, though, bro.
It's terrible for me.
That's what we do. That's how you sell a record.
That's why I love the Jay-Z.
What about Run?
He up there.
He definitely got to be top 10. Yeah, Run definitely got to be up
off respect too. We have to, I think.
I mean, Pillars. Shit, they created the game.
That's real.
I don't know. I know Nas is number one for me. I say Nas, Big, Kane, Rakim, and Jay-Z. That's my top
I give Big some credit too.
When I give my top five, everybody
they talk about Big though.
Yeah, a lot of
like
people,
all the people I just named.
No, a lot of people do.
Talk about Big.
No, a lot of artists. My favorite artists put Big in their five.
Yeah, so it's like
my fives is usually different from everybody else because I feel like certain artists need to be mentioned. You know what I mean? Everybody mentions Big, Pac, Jay-Z, Nas, M. You know what I mean? But shit, for me, Rakim, Sean Price, Big L, Big Pun, Jada, Redman, Method Man, Ghostface, 50, Nas. And that's not even in an order. That's just
what they after.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Shout out to Nicki.
Shout out to Redman.
Y'all talking about? You gotta respect Nicki Minaj.
I would start with like MC Light.
You be listening to Nicki Minaj?
Nah,
when you by yourself?
It's just I got sisters and women. Shit. All I know, if I throw something, my girl, they fuck with them. My sisters, they fuck with them.
This dude, an undercover bar, man.
Hey, I'm a kin, my nigga. I'm a kin. You can't deny the impact.
Look, okay.
I love the impact.
You can't deny.
That's true.
You can't deny.
Does that make it good, though?
Yes, it is
You can't deny the impact. So what you think about Sexy Red?
Her impact ain't shit. She not saying. What's her impact?
Oh hell no.
She ain't
That's impact. That's these dog shit.
That girl's all over the place.
Bro, it's everywhere,
bro. You like Glorilla?
Her impact was crazy.
Her impact was crazy.
Then you can't deny the impact though, but y'all see that's that.
But doesn't make it.
I'd rather listen to Glorilla and Sexy Red than Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Glorilla.
Totally off.
Sexy Red though.
Y'all niggas see that be the thing.
Glorilla singles.
That's what I hate
hard as
though.
fuck.
It's like when you talk about like when people say Michael Jordan got 6 rings, a motherfucker bring up Robert Horry. Like, that's not comparable. When you bring up Nicki Minaj, how the hell we gonna bring up Sexy Red? They can't format a song. They can't freestyle. They rapping ability. If Nicki Minaj rap her top tier lyric, the way she rap top tier, they not in her class, bro.
Nicki's voice makes me want to turn the damn shit off.
You've been a hater.
I'm not a hater.
Yeah, you just
I just don't like that.
You said her voice
ass loud shit. Don't bloop.
That's
hate, dog. It ain't for me.
He hates Wu-Tang all the time.
Right.
Here it goes.
Let me get to this point.
Because I don't even like Wu-Tang.
I'm about to tell you.
I ain't about to sit here.
Let me tell you. It's not about them. I'm explaining it.
With a way bigger impact.
It's about the cult. It's about New York. It's never about that group in itself, bro. It's about the fan base. It's about you trying to tell me, you name, now they name your greatest rappers of all time. You can't tell me you're going to name 7 motherfuckers from New York.
Three of them is some of the greatest rappers of all time.
I totally disagree.
Yep.
No, it's very debatable.
Motherfuckers.
I'm talking about just on a large scale when you gotta put your quote unquote criteria.
But if a motherfucker get the name and you get to saying that Ghostface Killer is better than Scarface to me, I think you're a fucking moron.
Hell yeah, he is.
See, I think you're. I see that. That doesn't. That don't. That's.
Bro.
It's nowhere. It's no fucking debate on who.
The style.
It's no debate. That nigga's not debatable nowhere near on Scarface.
I ain't got Scarface personally, but I know a lot of people that would debate that.
Have Ghostface over Ice Cube is fucking crazy.
Have you listened to Ghostface albums?
I've listened to him. That shit is.
Like, study him though. It's
I know studying no shit. I
you gotta listen, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
You already
it's a
know
debate. I'm telling you. I can't ever lie to you about if I say it's a debate, it's a debate. I promise you, bro. It is, bro.
Because
only. Go ahead.
I think
they got classic albums.
I can't argue with the classic. I think people. Like I said, music is a subjective thing. Some people listen for different shit. I am a music head. I like sonically. Yeah,
you should like Supreme Clientele.
That shit. RZA beats to me are trash.
Oh my
Hell
God!
no, not on that album.
The beats are good. The beats. I'm really being sonically. It don't vibe.
It don't vibe with you. Okay. I'll take that.
I don't hear today was a good day from him. I don't hear a fuck the police. I don't hear him. I don't hear him writing for
him on that, but he taking it to the extreme.
We're talking about
it's trash.
I don't like the.
I wouldn't say it's trash.
You say the personal preference.
No, I think
are we talking about influence? Or are we talking about influence?
Have you seen RZA premiere battle? Have you seen the battle, right?
Influence or sound?
Have you seen the battle?
He talking about sound.
I did. He's no.
Who you thought won that? Because I thought RZA.
Primo
No fucking way.
Primo, watch that nigga.
No way.
It's no comparable. Alchemist is no comparable. To me, it's no comparable with RZA and them guys because this is just my opinion and I know music. RZA is a plug-in producer. He's without a sample, he can't produce.
That's a lie. He's doing movie scores.
You know who's one of the best producers?
Also using samples.
You want to know who's the best producer?
He's a sampler.
Eric Sermon.
Get that motherfucker. Give him a.
I know you don't. You won't like Eric Sermon.
I fuck with Eric Sermon.
Good.
He's better than RZA.
At production, yeah.
Listen, give RZA a drum. Give RZA a drum machine and a piano and tell him to make a beat.
Sucking rap.
He can't. Don't use a sample. I watched the show. He's searching for samples to create a sound. That's not a good producer. It's not.
I disagree.
You're a beat maker. You're not a producer. You're stealing.
I'll give you that statement. I'll give you that. Not for RZA, but I'll give you that statement. I get it. I get what you're saying.
What's Ghostface? Fuck the police. Where is his? What's his? Today was a good day.
All I got is you.
Man, that shit.
What? Man.
Y'all niggas is crazy. Y'all
Rainy day? Like, what?
How is he comparable to a guy that wrote for Eazy-E and they had people saying Eazy-E was the best rapper in the world.
That's true.
That's the 80s.
We not talking about
it don't matter.
Though.
I was talking about Ghostface. There's no comparable to who's a better writer or lyricist.
It's
no fucking debate.
Wait a minute, bro.
There is no debate. That's the East Coast bias, bro.
I love Cube, but guess what? Dub C and Mac 10 rap way better than Cube.
He wrote for Dub C. He did. He literally showed Mac 10 how to rap.
Mac 10 was already on before.
But he literally, bro.
Where is this information? Show me this information.
Look, Google it.
Google it. You need to send it to me. I ain't never seen that.
Mac, but he showed him how to rap.
He ain't never. And Dub C was on way before Cube too.
He showed
in the Mad
Circle. That's crazy for you to say
that. How the hell he does?
Cube storytelling.
Way more style.
Wow.
Way more.
That's
the thing.
Now that's why I call
lyrically, are we talking about punchlines, metaphors, flow, and cadence? Or are we talking about storytelling?
He got it all. Who got it all?
Oh man, Q be saying some shit that's like, man, that shit's simple as fuck.
He has some moments. He has had moments. But I fuck with Q. Don't get me wrong. It's my top 10.
Y'all want to hear a nigga rhyme big words together? That shit ain't good.
That gotta be big words.
You're basically being a fucking thesaurus rapper. That's not good to me, bro. You use the synonyms. That's not That's not lyrically. To rap.
Your definition of lyrics is different.
Rapping from a synonym book is not bars. Sorry, bro. You're not being creative.
What if it makes sense?
That's all it is. It's wordplay. That's not lyrically. Lyrically,
it is lyrically.
It's not.
No, his definition is different. To be fair, it's different. What's your definition of lyricism?
Tupac.
Feeling.
Relatability. That is lyricism.
That's not the real definition.
Like niggas that say Tupac's not a lyricist. You're fucking crazy if you can tell me that. You sit there and tell me that he's not a lyricist.
He's not a top tier lyricist.
You're fucking crazy.
Not a top tier.
You're crazy.
No.
You are crazy. To write a song like
So in that
Dear
case-
Mama, Brenda's got a baby. That's fucking
It's
lyrics.
emotional.
It's not. It's a whole true story about a female, a child getting pregnant, having a baby,
poet.
throwing it in
How
the
many
trash.
times you gonna listen to that during the day?
A lot. Before I listen to
then
hypocrisy,
crying.
philosophies for not how I can see. That shit is
That's
trash.
what you know.
That's
You
garbage,
like
but
that
it's
shit.
garbage. That's not good.
Like that?
That's not better than that's not better lyricism than to write a whole fucking story about a child having a baby, throwing it in the trash can, finding out she want the baby to go get the baby.
Story format.
That's great lyricism,
Yeah,
y'all.
I get it. Yeah,
Are
that's
we,
real.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real.
Come on,
And I'll listen to it a couple times.
That's because you're East Coast bias.
but
You
why-
got woo on your arm.
What do
You
you
have a
mean?
bias.
What do you mean? Pac's from the East Coast.
No, that
I was just
I don't
listening to
get-
All Eyes
you know,
on Me
listen,
in the
let me tell you
damn
something. Let me
car.
tell you something. It ain't
Shed
where
so
you-
many tears
it
if I
ain't
die
from
tonight.
New York,
Come
hey,
on,
live in
bro.
Baltimore,
It ain't where you're
and
from,
then
it's where you at. What he got tatted on it? Fuck the East Coast, West Coast for life, boy. East,
I'll give
East ain't accept that nigga. He had to go to the West. They didn't accept him, bro.
Should have stayed on the
He
East.
so shouldn't have.
He should have.
Biggie should have stayed on the
He
East.
had
These days on the East,
He should have stayed
motherfucker.
there. He shouldn't have came to the West talking about he was coming back.
So
to
when it comes to lyrically and writing stories and shit like that, then Biggie should be your favorite rapper.
He's not.
Don't do that.
He's not.
You gonna.
He's not.
You going down the rabbit hole.
No, keep going. Let's go down that bitch. He's not. How you feel about Big Jermaine? How you feel about Big Jermaine?
We fuck kids in the ass, throw them over the bridge. She looks so good, I suck her daddy's dick. Me and Mr. C's, me and Mr. C's, fuck you straight up your ass, no rubber, fuck the homos, take a brother in the room, fuck him with a broom.
He's telling the story.
That shit is trash.
Always, telling the story,
That's
though.
not
That's a good one, though.
That's the top. That's top lyrical prowess.
That's not.
Ain't
No,
none
it's
of
not.
your rappers albums better than his.
I just totally disagree with you.
Who albums better than
Jay-Z has better albums than me.
What
Oh, yeah.
album is better than
Better
Ready
what?
to Die?
Wait,
Jay-Z
I'm
don't
not
have a
about to-
better album.
What album
So,
is better than Ready to Die?
It's Ready to
Jay-Z?
is
Reasonable Doubt.
No, it's not.
No,
That's
it's
not.
not.
That's
Hell
Better than
no,
what?
bro.
What album? What album?
Ready to Die.
Better than what?
Life or Death.
Ready to Die?
Life or Death is the top 5, but
No, it's
crazy.
Ready to Die is top
That
5.
shit
Thank
is
you.
not. It's,
Ready to Die is better than Life After Death.
Politics as Usual is
I
top
don't
10.
think so.
I mean, not Politics as Usual. Reasonable Doubt.
I don't think.
Illmatic is better,
There we
nigga.
go.
Life After Death.
Marshall Mathers LP is better
Then what?
than fucking Ready to Die. That's my
Man,
opinion.
get the fuck
That's
about
how I feel. Yeah, you
it.
can't.
Now you hurting me. Now you hurting my heart.
I don't tote that album that I don't tote it that high. I like Life for I like
You out of the.
double.
You
I like
out of. You out
I'm
of.
never in
big
it.
norm.
I'm never in the
You
norm.
out of.
My opinions will never be in the
but
norm. I don't follow the crowd.
Percentage.
Bro. I don't care about that.
The percentage is like.
Because again,
massive.
if I listen to like Niggas Bleed Like Us is one of my favorite hip hop songs ever. I love that song.
You
But
got a lot of your favorite
it's a-
hop songs from Biggie.
a lot of them, I mean, he's a dog. But when listening to the album, I just can't vibe with certain shit, bro.
The only
I
person
can't.
that got better album than him is Tupac. That's it.
That's not even a
in my
discussion.
opinion.
Which album?
Oh shit!
I mean,
3, 4 of
shit.
them. Shit,
You could take.
Hey, I relax
You could
now.
take first of
Not
all.
even
You could take.
comparable.
You could take the third album, Me Against the World.
That's his best album of all time.
I mean,
Machiavelli
Me
better
Against
than
the
that
World's
shit.
my
Better than
favorite
what?
one.
Then Ready to Die. I'm taking Machiavelli.
No, I'm taking Ready to Die.
I'm taking All Eyes on
It's
Me.
a good
over
debate,
that shit, all
though. I
that shit,
debated
bro.
with you.
Three
That's a
albums,
good.
Ken.
That's
Oh,
a
niggas
good
That's a
debate.
crazy run.
I just think, you
Three
know,
albums.
people use a East Coast bias to judge other rappers.
I agree. I agree.
We listen to what they say is bars, and to solidify that to be every other rapper in every region.
Criteria.
That is lame. I mean, you can't tell a South person they got to check an East Coast box to be an MC.
Hey, while
that's-
MJG was lyrical.
But they do that though. You have to rhyme. You have to
A lot
rhyme.
of people got their styles from MJ.
You don't have to rhyme. You don't have to rhyme words to be lyrical, bro. You don't. To be lyrical, you do not have to rhyme words.
So
That
Chief
is-
Keef is
I
good.
think you do
I
gotta
don't think
rhyme
he's good.
words.
To
I
be
think that's a
lyrical,
basic.
you don't have
That's
to
a
rhyme.
basic
words.
format of
that's
rapping.
No, dog. I
It's
can't.
not.
I can't.
It's not.
Look
It's
at it.
not.
Rapping is a basic format of rhyming.
I think rhyming is the first thing to
Premise
rhyming.
is the
Project Pat should be on top 10 then. He is storyteller. And he be going the fuck in with his own style. And he
I
rhymes.
can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Pat. I fuck with Pat heavy. But niggas naming top 10s having 7 New York rappers is hogwash.
I mean, all right, this off the top real quick. I'll give you.
Tell me, bro.
So
That's
how many
trash.
New York
Nas.
rappers do you have in your top 10?
At least 3. At least 3.
It's 5.
It's definitely
What five?
Off the top.
Top 10. What 5? Jay, Nas.
You got Rakim. If Rakim not in
Rakim
nobody's
not no
top 10,
top 10, bro.
you
That
out your
shit fell
fucking
out.
mind.
He fell
You out of
there,
your
bro.
mind, man.
It's not top 10. I don't have him over LL.
Go ahead, I'll let you guys talk. Go ahead.
I mean,
We got into that already.
I don't even got LL. I don't even have LL in my top 10.
You got it. You out of your fucking mind.
LL, I mean, shit. I won't argue with anybody.
What is your criteria? Listen, are we doing?
You gotta have Jay and Nas in your top 10.
I'm just asking.
You gotta have Eminem, unfortunately, in your top 10.
Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all just do lyrically.
You don't have to.
How can you?
They all got everything though.
So you name like
rappers got everything.
I don't want it to be equating, but like we talk about greatest basketball players. You just talking about the shooting threes?
No.
He's the greatest 3-point shooter. Steph Curry's the greatest basketball player ever.
No, rapping comes from MC and rapping.
When I'm
lyrics.
I told MC that shit don't. MC is not a rapper. That is no, it's not. It's not. To who stand? What is an MC? Can you tell me what an MC is?
I say one rapper.
What is the true definition of an MC?
Master of ceremony.
That's not a rapper.
Prodigy, I don't know. His
That's not a rapper. And then they turn around and put EMCEE. Fuck out of here with that trash ass shit. Reality and prediction, bro.
So
I consider myself an MC over being a rapper.
That shit don't
Your
do that.
favorite rappers
rap.
is
rappers.
They have to use their lyrics.
Level.
They have to rhyme words.
I think you have. I'm not saying you don't.
But you saying that don't.
To make that a cry, it's not. To make that a cry. Alright.
You got 2 minutes.
I'm sonically, bro.
I get it. So I see why you say I see why you say that Chronic's your favorite album.
So we talking about image, influence,
all that matters.
Music, sales, everything.
It's at least 5 New York.
And lyricism and storytelling.
It's not.
Then Nas is #1 now.
He's totally not.
He is.
That would have to be. If you talk about overall aspect. Jay-Z is not out rapping Nas. Dog never did. He got murdered on Ether. That's it, bro.
I say living. He the best.
I'm picking Jay-Z.
You like to listen to just,
I'm a Jay-Z fan.
Snapping. That shit ain't. That wasn't no truth behind it. There wasn't no factual. Nothing about that shit was. Nothing about that was.
He do look like a camel.
I agree. I agree.
Where was he?
But a man to judge how another man look, that's not me.
You gotta throw. He threw every aspect of battle rap in there.
And what did Jay-Z say?
When you watching battle rap,
when you get on the track and say, "Nigga, I fucked your baby mama, left a rubber in her," that shit matters to me. You fell from top 10 and I mentioned it all. That was real though.
That's real to me.
But it's real.
The rubber shit, that's corny to me.
That's what. Thank you.
Corny as fuck.
But we're battling. We're at war.
But to your point, Nas did it too. You name calling and throwing shots. Jay did the same thing. For me personally, I didn't like Jay shit.
He went too far.
Everybody was scared of 50.
It's no too far in battle rap. It's just no too far in battle rap. No too far. Like Pusha T says, no too far.
Like my nigga told you, the gloves is all. They ain't gonna push it. Y'all give Pusha T credit. He brought up the nigga Drake's son.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I'm talking to the guy.
Okay, that's
personal. No, that don't matter, man.
Yeah, he gonna
that don't. No, I don't. I'm not gonna say that. But that don't matter though, man. You just said that. Can Jay-Z rap on par with Nas?
Nope.
Come on,
yes, he
stop.
Can.
On par.
Yeah,
So
can.
you just said, but you're saying that Jay-Z bringing up the gloves is off situation. How is that not fair? But you big up Pusha T.
I ain't saying it wasn't fair. I just thought it was corny.
So how ain't Pusha T corny for bringing up Drake's son?
It's not corny.
No, I'm talking. I want to talk
now.
Because Drake went personal when he mentioned his.
Jay ain't Nas ain't go personal with Jay.
But Drake went personal when he mentioned his wife's name. Like, why are you mentioning my wife's name? Okay, so now I'm telling you.
Did Nas go personal on Ether? Was it any personal shots on Ether?
Absolutely.
So how don't Jay-Z say, okay, now the gloves is off, nigga? I fucked your baby mom. He did not. I disagree.
He did lose.
He admitted he lost.
I don't give a fuck.
But remember on the ball and track?
I don't think he admitted shit. He said he was in his feelings about the song.
Remember on the ball and track? When he was like, I got stronger after Ether.
He say that's not a loss.
And on Blueprint 2, he had his whole song admitting his loss. HOVA, I'm on my mojo back, baby. OB.
That's not saying a loss.
Yes, he did mention he lost. Yes, he did.
And then he lost the battle.
Hey, look, even in defeat,
he lost the battle, but he won the war.
Remember when he was like, even in defeat?
I don't remember.
How did he win the war?